The first explosion happened on a rainy evening in a crowded subway station. A young businessman checking his phone suddenly burst apart in a violent flash, sending blood and smoke across the platform. At first, people believed it was a terrorist attack. Police evacuated the station, news channels reported breaking updates, and frightened citizens rushed home. But within hours, another explosion occurred in a small cafe thousands of miles away. Then another in a school hallway. Then another inside a hospital waiting room. The victims had nothing in common. Some were old, some young, some healthy, others sick. Men and women exploded without warning, turning ordinary places into scenes of horror. Scientists, doctors, and governments searched desperately for answers, but none existed. Human beings were randomly exploding. The phenomenon became known as the shattering. At first, society tried to continue normally. Offices remained open, buses still ran, and schools attempted to stay calm. But fear spread faster than the explosions themselves. Every crowded place became terrifying because nobody knew who would be next. People stopped gathering in public. Restaurants closed after customers witnessed explosions during dinner. Movie theaters became empty. Sporting events were cancelled permanently after a famous football player exploded on live television during a championship game. The world slowly grew silent. Governments declared emergencies across the globe. Military vehicles appeared in major cities, and curfews became common. Citizens were advised to avoid emotional stress because researchers noticed that many victims experienced strong feelings moments before exploding. Fear itself became dangerous. Hospitals filled with terrified people demanding tests and scans. Psychologists became more important than surgeons. Meditation programs were introduced in schools, and emotional control classes became mandatory in workplaces. Society changed completely. People no longer hugged in public. Families sat apart during meals. Parents tucked children into separate bedrooms lined with reinforced walls. Even weddings became small and emotionless because excessive excitement was believed to increase risk. No one trusted their own. The internet became humanity's main connection to the outside world. Most jobs turned remote, and virtual reality replaced public entertainment. Entire cities felt abandoned as people locked themselves inside apartments designed with blast-resistant materials. Meanwhile, scientists continued investigating the cause of the explosions. After 5 years of research, an international team discovered unusual energy pulses forming inside the human brain shortly before detonation. The pulses reacted strongly to intense emotional activity. Human thoughts were somehow connected to the explosions. The discovery shocked the world. Governments immediately created emotional regulation laws. Violent movies were banned in several countries. Loud concerts disappeared. Competitive sports declined because excitement from crowds occasionally triggered chain reactions. Humanity survived by becoming emotionally numb. Children born during the shattering grew up differently from previous generations. They learned breathing exercises before mathematics. Schools rewarded calm behavior more than creativity. Many children had never experienced large birthday parties or crowded festivals. Joy itself became rare. Still, the explosions continued. Every morning brought fresh headlines. A teacher exploded during a lesson in Paris. A taxi driver detonated while stuck in traffic in Cairo. A grandmother exploded while singing to her grandson in Brazil. No place felt safe. Religious groups claimed the explosions were punishment for human greed. Some cults believed exploding was a spiritual transformation. Others isolated